Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for Pisces for the 7th of January 2019. And it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at these top three cards. Now, we have the Emperor, we have the Empress in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Now, have you been looking towards finding someone that would give you stability? Someone that would, take control over possibly your life, possibly, it could be that you're looking for the father figure, someone with confidence, someone that's able to protect you. And it could be that this is someone that you have a great deal of passion for. And moving on to the Empress, it could be that you have been dependent on this person, that you wait for them to make the move, decide where you're going, what you're doing, what you're eating, because you're allowing them to take that power from you. Could it be that you're finding it difficult to make those decisions on your own? And is that where the dependence is coming from? But there's something that's happened that is causing you to not sleep or not sleep very well. It could be that there's a lot of different things going through your head and you just can't seem to get any peace. And because of that, you could be using things to knock yourself out. But it's not just using them, it could be that you're overusing them. So it could be quite hazardous to your health. And if you're over drinking, then it could be that you're putting yourself into positions that could leave you quite vulnerable. Is that where the dependency is coming from? Is that why you're expecting or needing someone to protect you? Okay, let's put these cards over to the side, out the way, and we'll get started on the other reading. Okay. Now we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, has things not worked out quite the way you thought they would? Has the connection that you had broken down? And it could be that there's lots of, arguments and bitterness and resentment between you. And, it could be that you move apart, that you separate. And it's been quite a difficult time. And it's caused you to not take care of yourself. You're not taking care of what you eat, where you live, your finances. And you're in such a terrible state that it could be that maybe friends and family are having to, come in and tell you what to do, take over, because you're not in a fit state to do it for yourself, that because you're feeling so low over this breakup. And that it's not just being low. It could be that you're in quite a deep depression, and that it could be that you are drinking or whatever it is that you're using to excess, because your reaction to this breakup, as well as not looking after yourself, is that you're doing whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself feel okay, but you're doing it to excess and it's hurting your health. But it is something that you're struggling to get out of, and you need help with it. Now, let's move on to the next three cards. Now, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, it could be that the people that are helping you are your friends and family. And part of the things that they may be doing is to try and bring a little bit of lightheartedness back into your life. Because, you are quite dangerously low here. And it could be that they, take you out for a bit of fun, have nice lunches or go for nights out, or, just to try and get you to be in the moment and enjoy that moment. And, because of how you're feeling, they're quite possessive of you. They want you to be safe, so they're ready to jump in to protect you if things, maybe get a little bit out of hand or you're feeling vulnerable. But it's also a way for them to be able to assess how you're doing. And they want to make sure that before you go back to your life, that you're out of the woods. They don't want you to jump back into life when you're not ready. And it could be that all of this is because of someone that you had deep feelings for. This person was very grounded. They liked the quality things in life. They were quite a good leader. And they liked to have, abundance. They had, the financial wealth to experience the good things, quality things. And they like to have an easy life. But the thing is that they weren't feeling the same as you. There wasn't the harmonious relationship there that they, expected. And it could be that they explored and maybe found someone else. And this, is possibly the reason why you have been so low. Because has there been an infidelity there? And could it be that your suspicions and jealousy are just out of control. Now, could it be that this separation, this knowledge, is something that has been your destiny? Has this person maybe not been as nice as you thought? And has this been a turning point now that, you can get the opportunities to have good fortune, and move forward and maybe find the person that you were destined to be with? Now, moving on, we have the Sun, we have the Hanged Man, and the High Priestess. Now, although all of these things may have been something that is part of life, it's something that, an experience that you had to go through. And most people have been through something similar to this. And, as much as you're trying to spend time with your friends and go out and about and do things that are fun, you are giving them a false impression because you're not as happy as you're making out. The low feelings and depression are still with you, and you're still feeling burnt out from not taking care of yourself and the loss. But the thing is that this is something that has been fated. That this could be the best thing for you. Maybe it's time to, take a step back, look at all the facts in your own particular situation, and it could be that letting go is the best thing. Because the things that you've learned from, looking at everything that's happened, have you maybe realised that this hasn't maybe been the best person for you? That maybe they turned you into a person that you didn't recognise? That maybe you're sacrificing something in your life, or it meant that you were going from one crisis to another because they were in your life. And the thing is that this is also about new beginnings, starting afresh. And so is this card here. And, it's also about a future that's not revealed to you just now. But if you use the insight that you've, gleaned from all of the times that you've reflected, you've saved up all this knowledge and you've looked at it possibly in slightly a different way to actually see what the truth of the situation is. You've used your intuition and it's opened your eyes. Okay, let's bring these cards back in. And we had the Emperor card, the Empress in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Now, these two people here are very similar. Because they're in a position of power. They've got quite grounded personalities, confident people, possibly father-like. There's that protection there. And because of their position of power, they're also in control. They have the authority to do things. And is that what you're looking for in a relationship? The confidence and the power and the authority and the stability that it can offer you. And it looks as though both of these people may be affluent, and they expect a good lifestyle. And could it be that this is something that you have grown so accustomed to that you're dependent on it now? That going out and doing things for yourself might be foreign to you? Because everything's on tap for you. They've provided it all. So there isn't really any need for you to go out and find your own path. So there isn't any need for you to, create your own path. So you're just, sitting around living a life that they have organised. And because you really don't have anything that's, requiring you to do things, is there any point to what you're doing in your life? Is that maybe why you're using a sleeping aid? Because are you maybe sleeping through the day? You don't have anything to do. So when it comes to night, you're maybe not sleeping. And what is it that you're using to help you to get to sleep at the same time as this person? And it could be that overuse is something that you're worrying about, and that's like a vicious circle then, because the more you worry, the more you can't sleep, and the more you use whatever it is that you're using to get to sleep. And then the more you worry about the extent of whatever it is you're using. But the thing is that there is a future here that is positive, that's fated for you. One that you can't really, foresee, because it's something that you have to experience. And that once you get to here, this will be your turning point. This fresh start will be when your life turns around. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Now, hopefully, even just one card that is able to reflect something in your life and maybe look at it in a different way or a different context, could help whatever your situation is. And I hope that this reading has been helpful for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.